Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Man United SA View. And wow, what a way to start off the Premier League season. I thought it was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. 5-1 against Leeds, old rivals at Old Trafford. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Man United SA. Welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. Seems to just have a few issues with the stream tonight. As I was saying, what a way to start off the new Premier League season. 5-1. Wow, what a game. Actually excellent to watch. We were on top form today. The starting lineup, I didn't really like the look of it with McTominay and Fred in the midfield. But you know what? I like being proved wrong, and I was clearly proved wrong with the starting lineup. I like the look of where Greenwood is playing. I think that's exactly where he should be playing. He should be fighting for that position with Cavani. And I think while Cavani's still getting ready and getting back up to speed, he should make that position his own. What else are we going to discuss now? So tonight we're going to go through a bit of match ratings, the game in depth, the Varane announcement. Finally, wow, what a way to introduce a player to Old Trafford. Good old-fashioned unveiling in front of the whole crowd. Then we're going to go through the game in depth, how I feel the game went, and obviously man of the match and Pogba and Bruno. They really stole the show. So let's start off, the Varane announcement. We've been waiting for it for now since, 17th of July? Back and forth. We saw him arrive in England. Apparently he was seen in Manchester in traffic. But wow, what a way to introduce him to the crowd. What a way to start the game. Revealing Varane, the way they did, just really got the crowd amped up and ready for this match against Leeds. A good old-fashioned rivalry. And the players seem to feed really well with it. They really enjoyed the energy that they got from seeing Varane. I think Varane's going to be an excellent signing. Then the game. We started. It was good to watch. We were fresh. We were fit. And the tempo was really high in that first half. We moved the ball really well. Pogba and Greenwood, even Bruno, very unlucky in the first half. And then obviously the breakthrough. That beautiful pass by Pogba to Bruno. Wow, and that takedown and the nice shots. Unlucky by the keeper, but you know what? That's the name of the game, and it went in. And 1-0 up. We seem to just slow down a bit and control the game a bit more. Look, Leeds aren't without any stretch of the imagination a bad side. They did finish 9th last season, straight from the Championship into the Premier League to finish 9th. It's not bad. I think they're the highest total for a newly promoted team in Premier League history, if I'm not mistaken. But they played really well. They're very, very set in their ways team. So you can be 10-0 up against them and they're still going to come after you. That's just how they play. They don't give up. But we seem to control them well. Then Fred and McTominay. I must be honest, McTominay had a fantastic game. A lot of the time, just running deep from in the midfield, doing the whole box-to-box thing, and just arriving at the right times, always from deep. He covered well. He assisted our two central defenders, Lindelof and Maguire. Aaron Bissaka also had a good game, up and down. A lot more freedom going forward. He liked to take the players on, which is great. Shaw just doing what Shaw does best. And he did really, really well. Lindelof was actually really, really good today. Positionally, he did really, really well. Him and Maguire looked quite solid. And had Bamford in their back pockets. I mean, Bamford didn't really get anything out of this game. Not like he normally does, which he's really good at that. Then, obviously, Maguire had a good game. Him and Shaw have got that really, really great relationship on the left-hand side. And Pogba playing on the left. Wow. For me, my man of the match. No issues from there. But other than that, it was an excellent, excellent, excellent game. I really liked the start of the game. The crowd was going mad. And even in the post-match interviews, we couldn't even hear what Bruno and Greenwood had to say. The crowd's still in the corner, Stretford end, just cheering our players on. Let's get into some match ratings. Okay, so for my match rating, I'm going to start with Ollie. Really, really surprised he went with that lineup. I think he showed he's got some tricks up his sleeve in terms of what he feels which team should go out and win the game. Starting McFred was obviously the choice of the day. I personally would have gone with Matic and Donny just due to match fitness and how they looked against Everton. But he started McFred. Then his substitutions actually came in time, which was great to see. Absolutely excellent to see. Bringing on Sancho and Matic and Martial, all in different times, all around 5 minutes apart, if I'm not mistaken, from about the 68th minute to the 75th. Matic was obviously on first, and then he brought on Sancho and Martial. When the substitution came on, our game changed a bit. We slowed down. Obviously, moving players around and changing the system a bit did slow us down a bit. But up until then, I think just due to match fitness, it was excellent to see how good we were. Okay, and then De Gea, called upon when needed. He was unfortunate with that Ailing goal. I don't think there was much he could do about it. That was what a goal, actually. Outside the box, curling away from him all the time to the top left-hand corner. Brilliant goal. But, you know what? 4 minutes later, there pops Pogba with a beautiful pass for Greenwood. And what a finish with his left foot. So, De Gea 7, Aaron Bissaka. I'm also going to put him 7. Best one-on-one defender. You can't beat him. And then he explored a bit. He got some good runs down the right-hand side. And he assisted, I think it was with James. A lot of the time on that right-hand side, he did really, really well. Lindelof, as good as he was, I still think 6.5. He should have been faster out to Ailing. Him and Maguire. So I give him 6.5. Maguire 7. Just doing Maguire things. Led from the back. Was the proper captain the whole game. Put everyone in their place. Told everyone where to go and what to do. Shaw, as usual, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Bombing down the left-hand side. Didn't let any space to Leeds whatsoever. And he kept going past him like anything. McTominay, I'm also going to give him a 7 out of 10. His bombing runs from deep in the midfield and then covering when he needed to cover. Really good. Fred, Fred is an interesting case. He played really, really well, and then he didn't. He disappeared for large portions of the game. But you know what? He scored a goal, so we've got to give him his dues. He was in the right place at the right time, and he scored. Pogba, man, 10 out of 10. Paul Pogba for France actually played in United colours for the first time, I think, from what I've been watching. He just played so beautifully. It was absolutely stunning to watch. He was just everything you want out of a central midfield player. Those assists, his passing, the range of passing, his movement, setting up 4 goals. He's now the 7th player in Premier League history to get 4 assists in one game. Absolutely outstanding. So that's why he's my man of the match today. It was between him and Bruno. And Bruno's is next. I'll give Bruno 9 out of 10 just because he scored a hat trick. 2 of those touches were beautiful, taking the ball out of the air, and that volley, absolutely excellent. And he played like a false 9 today, and it was absolutely stunning to watch. Then let's go Greenwood as well. Greenwood, I feel, like I said earlier in the video, Greenwood needs to play that number 9 role. Him and Cavani should be on number 9s. Everyone's talking about Haaland. We have our own Haaland. Greenwood, he's a far better finisher than Haaland. He just hasn't given the opportunity to play up front. And now I think we should start seeing Greenwood more through the middle than we have seen before, because, wow, he was excellent. He's not just an out-and-out striker. He's left foot, right foot. He's pretty good in the air, or he's grown into he can get in the air. Then you don't know which way to mark him as a defender because he's got 2 feet, left or right. So you try and usher him down the right hand side, he's going to hit you with the left. You try and do it down the left hand side, he's going to hit you with the right. It's just excellent. Then he still links up play. He drops deep, fetches the ball, brings other players in. Absolutely excellent. So for me, he gets an 8 out of 10. Then the substitutions. So Matthews was on first. He just did his job. CDM, sitting there at the back, watching the 2 centre-backs. So I'll give him a 6. He wasn't on long enough to really impose himself. Sancho, same thing. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. A couple of great touches. And then one moment when just the whole of Leeds midfield just opened up, and I thought, really, you know what? Have a crack. You're 5-1 up. Just give it a crack. Didn't give it a go, and he just made an almost killer pass for Greenwood to actually come onto from the right-hand side. Then Martial. Look, I think Martial, he got really hurt last year, so he's a bit tentative in coming out. But the whole team changed with those substitutions. I think our energy just seemed to sap at the end there. We were moving a bit slower. The tempo did drop a lot. But at the end of the day, 5-1 up. What a way to start the season. And then let's get into the game. So from the start to the end, we pressured Leeds into making mistakes. A lot of the chances came from us pushing Leeds, pressing them high. Our tempo, our passing was absolutely excellent. And then obviously in front of 75,000 supporters. That creates a 12th player. The players just absolutely love that energy that they got from the fans. They were really, really, really great today. Cheering them on like amazing. And it was actually really, really exciting to watch this game. We played really, really well. Fast, high-tempo football. And you know what? I'm actually going to get on this gravy train of number 21. It should be on the way. I feel it could actually be on the way. There's just a different energy about the team. I mean, this wasn't the team we were expected to start. And look how well we did. 5-1. Without Sancho, without Varane. There's just this energy. Like, we're coming. If it's not this year, then definitely next year. We are going to be up there and running. But currently right now, top of the Premier League. 5 goals scored, 1 conceded. Okay, that should lessen. It was a wonder strike by Elling for Leeds. Other than that, they didn't really pose too much of a threat. I think we marshalled them well, and we did absolutely great. You know what? One thing I must say about Ollie's selection today and the substitution was poor old Donny. You know what? He played really well in that half against Everton. And I'm actually quite upset that he didn't get to play. I think this could be Donny's year. And he needs playing time. I mean, he's going to be so devoid of any kind of confidence if he comes in. And he does need some game time. But, you know what? I like to be proven wrong. And hopefully he gets more game time. I think he should start the next game. I think it's Southampton. Southampton's away. It's going to be a tough fixture. I think they played really, really well today again. Then talk about the players that really did well today. Bruno, masterclass, world-class player. You know, he played more of a false nine, just the way Greenwood plays. He allows Bruno to come in and go past him because he drops deep and gets the ball. And obviously, Paul Pogba playing the way we actually should see him week in, week out. That absolutely marauding, dominating midfielder that he is. He almost had this like trot about him today. He was just strutting around the pitch, absolutely destroying Leeds with his passing. And like I said, Greenwood up front was absolutely amazing. And let's talk about Varane, guys. You know, Varane is a player that comes in with a World Cup under his belt. So yeah, we now have 2 World Cup winners in the squad. Players that have won Champions League many times, La Liga titles. I think, you know, that does actually leak out into the team. That confidence, that thrill of being the best. And with his age, he is composed. I think he's just going to hit the ground running. I'm really glad that we have got him. I think Maguire and Varane partnership is going to be absolutely immense. Maybe perhaps echoes of Ferdinand Vidic. I really do hope so. A really good ball player and a really, really good central defender that could really, really do really well. We're going to play much higher up. We watched a bit of that today where McTominay was given that freedom that he could just leave the double pivot and go forward. But you know what? I'm really excited for the season. I think we have quite a good squad. I still think we need a central defensive midfielder. But you know what? If we play like we played today, pushing teams, pressing them high, you know what? Perhaps maybe Donny or McTominay could fill that role. I know Donny's got better passing, and he likes that 1-touch, 2-touch, ticky-tacky football. And him and Bruno do link up well, and Pogba, funny enough. But once, you know, Rashford's back, probably mid to end October, I hope. I'm hoping more end October. You know, just give him enough time to rest and recover from his op and give those ankles a bit of a rest as well. He does deserve it. He's played a lot of football. He actually hasn't really had a break since he made his first team debut. Let's be perfectly honest. We've ran that poor kid broken. And then everything he does on the sidelines as well. He's just a truly amazing human being. And all the big ups for that. But other than that, that's all I wanted to get through today. Guys, please do like the video and do subscribe. I really, really would appreciate it. And please leave some comments. If you do like it, let me know. If you don't, also let me know. I'd really be interested to hear it. But thanks very much, guys. Signing out from Adrian, Man United, SA View. And let's get some more videos. I will be up and live probably midweek about Wednesday. Probably a bit earlier than I am tonight. But let's have a great evening, guys. Thanks very much for watching. And let's have a great weekend.